All right, GYS crew, it has been brought to my attention that there is yet another coach out there saying flippity flop about manifestation that is starting to confuse people. It's really ridiculous. And I don't even want to guess where they pulled that out of. I'll tell you where it's going to go. If you want to hear this manifestation myth being debunked and not be led astray by some buffoon who clearly doesn't know how to manifest, then you got to stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome to not another rousing episode of Spilling the Tea Tuesday, but an exciting episode of Quit Tripping Balls Thursday, where I do what? Talk about things manifestation related that a lot of times is either myth busting or just, kind of laying some smacketh down when it is deserved. So one of my clients very recently told me, and I'm not going to put them on blast, but the minute that they hear this, they're going to know who they are, that they're hearing coaches tell people, I hope you guys are sitting down because this has got to be one of the more or most stupidest things, most ridiculous things that I think I've ever heard in relation to manifestation. You waiting for this one? Because this person this supposed coach who's telling people this, literally she must think that we're all a bunch of idiots, he or she, whoever's telling it, must think we're a bunch of idiots. I think it was a female. Must think that we're, either a bunch of idiots, that our brains don't work, or they legit do not understand manifestation at all, period. Hardcore facts. No. Like, they just don't even get it. So this is what my client told me. I wrote it down. If you are sick and affirming you are well, then your body is going to think your state of unwellness is health. And putting it in an SP perspective, it would be like if you're in no contact and affirming SP is blowing up your phone, then you're going to think your state of no contact is contact. Did you hear what the fuck just came out of my mouth that this person is telling people? Does someone actually really think that our minds are so incompetent and so stupid that they don't know what our intent is and what our affirmations imply? Someone is actually telling people if you are sick and you're affirming that you're healthy, that your body-mind complex is going to think you being sick is actually being healthy, and you're going to manifest more being sick. Like, what in the absolute fuck? Seriously? Does this person not understand manifestation for 2.5 seconds? This type of logic would be like, if you're not in a relationship with SP and you're affirming for a relationship with SP, your body mind is going to think that not being in a relationship is being in a relationship. Hello? That is some of the stupidest shit that I've ever heard in my entire life. Of course, it doesn't match up to the crap that I talked about last week about having to be with an abusive partner in order to allow a good relationship to come to you. If you didn't see that video, I'll link that up here because that was really stupid. That was one of the, of course, more stupid things that I've ever heard in my life. And I know that I've made some other videos recently talking about some of the thing that coach tells people. I'll have to link that video too. I don't remember right off the top of my head the topic because I hear so many stupid things that my clients are coming to me with or that I'm seeing myself that are out there that coaches are telling people. But the person who's literally out there, probably on TikTok, not that I think that TikTok is a bad platform because I'm sure that there's some worthy content on there. But what a lot of people are doing is they watch a couple manifestation videos and then they think that they fully get manifestation and they're making videos when they really don't understand shit. Because if you understood anything, you would know we're not idiots. Our minds are not idiots, okay? Our God self, first of all, is omnipotence. It knows everyone and everything that has to move for us to get our manifestation. And our dominant thought on a topic is what manifests. Our mind, we are not a bunch of buffoons. If I am affirming purposely that I'm healthy because I want to be healthy, because maybe I have a health issue and I want to be completely healthy, I know what the fuck health is. My mind and body is not going to be confused because I'm not that stupid to think that if I'm affirming wellness, but I'm ill, that I'm going to manifest being ill because I'm going to think that that's what wellness is being sick. Like, no. No, that is pure idiocy. Like, do these people have an IQ of 60? Do you not have any common sense left in the skull that you have? Do you have a brain? Is there a cat that's making these videos? Are you channeling the cat? Because I think anybody who can actually make it through the 5th, 6th, or 8th grade knows that your brain knows how to think, and therefore knows that if I'm telling myself that I'm healthy because I want to be healthy and I know what healthy is, that I'm going to manifest being healthy because I'm going to, whether I'm seeing myself being healthy, whether I'm just affirming and having the repetition of thought, I know what health is. Just like I know the difference between contact and no contact. You guys know the difference between contact and no contact, right? We all know what that is. So if I'm affirming for contact, but I'm in no contact, my mind is not going to get tricked into thinking that, well, if I'm not in contact, but I'm affirming for contact, my mind and body is going to get confused and think that no contact is contact. Like, what the absolute shit is that? What shit is that? That is ridiculous. People know when they're in a relationship. You know when you're in a relationship, you know when you're not in a relationship. And I'm not talking about situationships. I'm talking if you're in no contact and you're not in a relationship, you know what that is. But if you're affirming that SP's madly in love with you and you're in the best relationship of your life with SP and they're blowing up your phone, you know what that is. The pictures that you're creating in your mind are of SP blowing up your phone, not somehow translating that into, well, I'm affirming that, but I don't really experience it in the 3D, so now my mind's going to be confused and think that no contact is contact. What? Did you smoke too much reefer? Were you getting into the devil's lettuce, as that one meme that's hilarious is? Were you getting into the devil's lettuce? Have you gone on a trip? And I don't mean on vacation. I mean tripping on some acid, bitches. Like, are you just jacked up in here that you came up with that shit? Like, where did that come from? Like, someone would have had to be on some really good drugs in order to somehow make that correlation. I can't fathom it another way, because if that person understood manifestation, they would know that your dominant thought on a topic is what manifests. And with repetition of thought, whether it is affirming, whether it's scripting, whether it's having a visualization, doing sats, I don't give a which one you do. But we know that when you have repetition of thought, that when it becomes a dominant thought and your mind thinks that it could possibly be true, it has that buy-in, it goes to your subconscious so it can manifest. We know that, right? Yes. People that watch me, my videos do, or Sammy's videos, or read Neville, or read Joseph Murphy, you guys kind of got an idea how it works. Do you guys actually think that I'm sure the most of you are probably laughing your asses off by now to think that there's some buffoon, moronic idiot out there literally telling people that this shit. It's almost not even worth repeating. So in other words, if someone's broke as a joke and they're affirming for money, their mind is somehow going to think that being broke and not being able to afford groceries somehow equals wealth. What? This is the logic that people are saying. This person has to be a moron. Literally the definition of a moron. You look up the moron in the dictionary and there's probably a picture of this individual. To think something so stupid, your God self, your higher consciousness, I don't care what you guys call it. It is limitless. It is omnipotence. Do you think that your mind is so limited? I know that we have teeny tiny puny human brains, but our human brains aren't that stupid and puny. Absolutely not. We know the difference in between health and wellness, richness, poorness, being in a relationship, not being beautiful, being not, being, overweight, being skinny, driving a Mercedes compared to driving a clunker. You don't think our brain can discern that? Of course it fucking can. We can do physics, right? We can do complicated mathematics. We can do surgeries. We can actually do transplants of people's faces and shit. So you don't think that we know the difference between these polar opposites? Of course we do. But you've got somebody out there who's telling people this stuff, and there's going to be some who fall for their explanation, and then they start to think, well, how am I going to manifest what I want if I'm affirming for what I don't have, but my body or my mind or both is going to think that that state of lack actually is me having it? That is, come on now, people. Do you really need to make videos to the point that you're pulling something out of a donkey's butt while you're tripping on some shit in order to come up with a video idea for real? Okay. You see that? Trash, 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 trash. Treat that type of shit like dog shit in the street. You just step over it, because that's literally what it is the equivalent of. I mean, it's like beneath it for reals. That's like essentially the video today is you've got people out there who probably could not manifest their way consciously out of a paper bag if they're thinking shit like that. Your God self is omnipotence, but your God self is going to conform your 3D reality to your dominant thought on a topic. We're able to know what is richness, poorness, relationship, not sickness, health, all of it. And I feel like I could guarantee 1,000% that if you're affirming and persisting for what you want and you stay focused on it, your mind knows what you mean. Your mind is not that dumb to think that if you're affirming for a relationship and you're thinking about you and SP being together and having an awesome relationship, that it's not going to be like, oh, well, that must mean you're, you know, that doesn't mean you're together. What? I almost just can't wrap my brain around this stupidity. Honestly, I can't. I mean, I don't know if someone has to be at the extreme level of unintelligence, ignorance, no common sense in order to subscribe to that, or if they just have to be on a bunch of drugs and not understand how manifestation works. I'm not trying to insult everybody. You guys know that I welcome everybody, no matter what, pretty much. But I can't fathom that level of stupidity. Not when you're being a teacher, not when you're being in a position of trust, and potentially having people form assumptions based on the ridiculous BS that's coming out of your mouth. And if you are the coach that's watching this video, that is, you know, if you're the person who's telling people this, I hope you straighten your shit the F out and either stop being a coach or learn the law of assumption before you continue to teach, because you are doing a disservice to people by teaching them stuff that literally is not true. You need to re-educate yourself about how the mind works, because you clearly don't understand it. Period. Yeah. And my education would say that you don't understand it, and you need to go back to school or quit doing your acid mixed with the devil's lettuce, booze, whatever. You got to be on a bunch of shit to come up with that one and think that that's actually true. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video of myth debunking some of the BS that's out there in the manifestation community, because I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in putting up with any of it. It's got to go. These people who are telling people stuff that is so highly inaccurate, it's got to go. You don't have to be in a terrible relationship to manifest what you want. You don't, if you're affirming and persisting for what you want and you don't have it, your body and your mind is not so stupid that it's going to think that the state of lack is actually somehow the state of having it, and going to continue to hold you in not having what you want. Dumb. Like, I'm almost at a loss for words. It's so stupid. Like, it's, yeah. Okay. I'm done. Enjoy this week's Trippin' Balls Thursday video. I'm thinking of possibly making a video for fun on Affirmation Friday with Flossie, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow. And if I don't, you know that I'll talk to you next week. Have a great day. Oh, and I know my hair is a hot mess express, and I don't give a... Because I'm not here for beauty. I'm here for you. And yeah, like I just worked 13 hours. So, oh, drop your comments, questions, concerns below because you know I always check them out. And if you have seen ridiculous ass TikTok videos or whatever where coaches are saying stupid stuff like what's been in this video, feel free to let me know about it. And I will rip them a new one in a video debunking the BS that they're spewing because it's got to go. Doesn't belong in the law of assumption community. Period. Hardcore facts. Till next week or the next video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.